Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
What's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. All right, so Flau'jae Johnson, she's one of LSU's top players. She could be coming out in this year's draft, or she could be coming out next year's draft. But we already know that she's a fashion mogul. She's a rap mogul. We know her story. She actually, me and her is from the same area, Savannah, Georgia. And she lost her dad. We already know the situation with South Carolina beating them this year. And the DJ was playing her dad's music, and the DJ got reprimanded for that. But Flau'jae Johnson has her own podcast, along with her mom's been on there a few times. But the thing about Flau'jae Johnson we don't know about is that she has love and admiration for Caitlin Clark. Yes, we've seen her talk highly of Caitlin Clark. I ain't gonna lie. If Flau'jae came out this year, she probably would be a late second round pick. And I do believe she will. To me, I feel like she will love to play with Caitlin Clark. Now, I know her. She played with Angel Reese and LSU, but I don't think their friendship is the best of terms right now, and everything like that. And I think, I don't want to dig too deep into that because that's not something I feel like I'll need to be going into. But anyway, y'all get the picture. But when it comes to Caitlin Clark, Flau'jae has talked highly of Caitlin Clark. But this latest one, it was something special because that just shows you how a player could acknowledge Caitlin Clark and say, hey, we 1-1. We need to break the tie. And I can't wait to get to the W so we can face off and break that tie. That's friendly competition. Not envy competition, friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you could appreciate a player like Flau'jae Johnson say, hey, I love Caitlin, but dang, because they beat Caitlin in the championship the year before, 2 years before. And then last year, Caitlin beat them in the Final Four. So yeah, that is something, you have to like, okay, yeah, we 1-1. Now, we already know that Caitlin and Angel Reese has a history, but in the W, it's a whole different story. Caitlin is 3-1 over Angel Reese right now. So, and Caitlin could hang her head on that. She has that. And most likely it would probably be, they play 5 times this season, it'll probably be 8-1. You know what I'm saying? So, but nevertheless, let's look at what Flau'jae had to say, because there's a specific article came out, and I'm going to show you because, last year at the WNBA All-Star game, Flau'jae was there also, and she was there on live talking to Caitlin. She wanted Caitlin's jersey, but Caitlin didn't give her the jersey and everything like that. So Flau'jae, she's funny. I like Flau'jae, but she does it all, man. She does it all. So take a look at this right here. When they was at LSU, she said, Caitlin Clark, say what you want. She's a star. America has kind of gravitated towards hers, and it's going to give more opportunities for women like me. That right there, that shows how well a young lady like her playing at a high level and had changed her game and acknowledge what Caitlin Clark has done for women's sports. That means a whole lot to players like her and others. You get people that talk about her it's Caitlin Clark. They want to downplay the impact that she has, but Flau'jae doesn't shy away from it. She tells it like it is. She tells it like it is, how it should be, and she understands that what Caitlin has done and it has helped her, where she get recognized a little bit more. You know, even though she's in the class, with Juju and Olivia Miles and Paige Beckers and all of them, but she shows off. So yeah. But anyway, the thing about it is that Flau'jae, she respects Caitlin Clark. She really does. She shows Caitlin Clark nothing but love and respect. And then just like this one article that, one little clip that she did right here and said that, hey, so me and Caitlin, we 1-1 right now. I got to wait until I get into the league to break that tie. She definitely the hardest opponent I ever played against ever in my life. So she said that Caitlin is the hardest player that she ever played against ever in her life. For her to say that, that is something special right there, because you just so it's crazy, it's crazy to just to know that how out of everybody she has played in college, even this year, Caitlin Clark is her hardest opponent that she ever played against. And she's looking for that challenge going into the W. You know what I'm saying? So that's something right there. That to me, I feel like, hey, I want to play against the best. She ain't talking about, oh, when I get to the W, I want to play against Paige Beckers. Or when I get to the W, I want to play against Angel Reese. Or when I get to W, I want to do this or whatever. So, I just feel like that's respect. She ain't talking about, hey, when I get a W, I want to play against a Kennedy Carter or whoever. But I want to play against the person that I had a hard time with in college, who's been the hardest opponent. That's just like saying, hey, I want to play against Michael Jordan. He's the best. He beat me. I want to get a chance to beat him. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make that right there shows, hey, that's going to take my game a little bit higher, playing against the best person. I like that. I like that from her. So there's been an article that came out by After on Sports, and Flau'jae was talking about it. And the article goes on to say, after missing the final game of her regular season and the entire SEC tournament with a shin inflammation, Flau'jae Johnson is ready to make her return to the LSU Tigers for the 2025 March Madness tournament. LSU earned the third seed in the Spokane region, won, and is set to face off against number 14 seed San Diego State Aztecs on Saturday. With Johnson out for the previous 3 games, the Tigers failed to make much noise in the conference tournament, falling in the semifinals. But Kim Mulkey assures that Johnson and forward senior Anisha Morrow who suffer a foot injury in the semifinals, are good to go for the big dance. Now, ahead of the first round, Johnson partake in an interview with Complex where she discussed her injury and her college basketball battles with former Iowa star Caitlin Clark. Clark and Iowa met Johnson and LSU 2 times in the previous 2 seasons. Johnson and the Tigers took the first one with that being the national championship, but Clark and the Hawkeyes got their revenge in 2024, defeating the LSU Tigers in the Elite Eight. Johnson is well aware of her one-on-one head-to-head record against Clark, and is excited to get the idea to break the tie when she joins the WNBA. The part-time rapper still went on to admit that Caitlin was the toughest player she ever played. I had played Caitlin. I played Caitlin my freshman year and my sophomore year, Johnson said. I'm a junior, and so first year, freshman year, we got it. Second year, she got me. So me and Caitlin have a one-on-one right now. I got to wait until I get into the league to break that tie. She's definitely the hardest point I ever played. She has been able to just facilitate. She's like the best passer I think I ever played against in my entire life. Wow. And we sit here and have this conversation about Chelsea Gray and all of these little no look passes that she does. She doesn't even rack up enough assists in the league. You know, she was, even though she was injured. I want to see what Chelsea Gray did this year, her assist record, how she's going to be, since everybody trying to make her the point guard. But Flau'jae just told the bold truth. She's was able to just facilitate. She's like the best passer I have ever played against in my entire life. So right then and there, that just goes to show you much respect to Flau'jae Johnson, because players don't always think, of Caitlin Clark. They think of her scoring. They don't think of her passing. And for people to acknowledge her passing is really something special, because we have seen her pass. We see her make passes in the W. We see her throw like Peyton Manning type bombs cross court while people lagging back. And that's why I say this to say that, because when I do my next video, I'm going to go into what this Fever team looks like and what the other teams in the WNBA looks like against the Fever. But shout out for Flau'jae Johnson, because Flau'jae just did a promo for March Madness. She did a song for it. So she's been working hard, man. Flau'jae, to me, I think she's worked hard. She's humble. She shows respect. You know what I'm saying? She give Caitlin a lot of love and praise and stuff. She's a big fan of Caitlin Clark. And I probably think that's probably why her and Angel Reese probably not on the same terms, because Angel, she'll talk about Caitlin or whatever. So but it's just that I feel like at the end of the day, we have to understand that these players coming out of college, some of them have their own favorite players, but Flau'jae knows the truth. She played against her. Some of these players haven't played against her. Paige played against her, so she know. So it just feels like at the end of the day, man, it's like Paige, Caitlin got her, Paige got her, now they could battle it out too. So it's friendly competition. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I think this next generation coming into college is really exciting. Like I said this before, and I said it again. I think at the end of the day, these young college players that's coming in is going to rewrite the way the WNBA is going to be like. And Caitlin has spearheaded that. And once you get some of the old guard and some of these older players out the league will be a little bit more refreshed and redefined, and you don't have to have some of the nonsense that's going on. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell anytime I drop a hardcore video. But until the next episode, Live Wire Sports, and I'm out.
Ayy, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't wanna miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats, you know that we gotta run it back. Whether on the field or the court, you know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.